Good afternoon. Grace and peace to you from our Lord Jesus Christ and all the saints here in the data center. Sorry, this is going to be noisy. I cannot find my little remote mic that I normally use in here, so I'm just going to use my outdoor voice. I have one, so why not use it? So this week was just another week of playing whack-a-mole with fiber faults. I had two more switches that I had to clean the fibers on. I also had to buy a new clicker fiber cleaner pen thing, whatever those are called. The other one ran out. I guess they only have limited uses, so makes sense. So that one ran out. Got it all. Got a new one. Cleaned up some fibers. Everything worked good. I had to replace a fiber patch. And that rack down there, no, this rack right here, second from the end. The fiber patch up front I had to replace. And it's doing pretty good right now. So that's been the bulk of my week. And in the other duties as assigned category, I'm a licensed ham radio guy. I don't use it for much other than to talk to my friends on the way home from work every day. But I also help with the emergency medical drills that they do once a month here at the hospital, once a quarter here at the hospital. So this last time we had a ham radio drill, it didn't transmit. So they said, "Hey, you're a radio guy, can you come over and take a look at it?" So I did. Yep, it's not working. Can you fix it? Nope. Sure can't. Just because I have a license doesn't mean I can repair it. So that was almost two full days of me just playing around with that thing, trying to make it work. And yeah, he did. So they're gonna buy a new radio. They wanted us to buy the radio, so I went to my CIO and I said, "Hey, I don't mind doing this, buying them a new radio and setting it up and configuring it for them. But that means that this department will forever be responsible for radios." And of course the CIO goes, No, we don't want to do that. We're not radio people. So he luckily and wisely got rid of that. Push that off on somebody else. Okay, second item on the agenda. The other thing I did this week was we had some clinics down here at the other end of the campus. They were hospital clinics. They decided to up and become their own county department. So they all left, took all my switches out, put all of their switches in, and so they are their own entity. Great. What they've done is they've taken what used to be just a regular switch room, an IWC I would have called it, a telecom room, and they've turned it into a disaster recovery data center. That room was never designed for that one. That's one thing, but that's not my fight. That's up to the gentleman that's made that his disaster recovery center. So that's his deal. I don't judge any part of that. But what he does want to do is apparently they're losing network connectivity at their headquarters location up on the other side of town to his location here on my campus. So what he would like to do, and what we have done, is he had a fiber run from his closet down to the MDF, and I plugged that directly into one of my WAN switches. And so what we want to do is connect his switches there to my switches down there, and have them take over to get, have that path become an active path to his switches to get connectivity in the event that his headquarters is down. And seems simple enough, but something in the back of my head was telling me it's not going to be that easy, and it hasn't been. And honestly, I don't know why. So I'm going to appeal to some of you guys. I know there's some really smart guys out there, and I'm going to see what you think. Okay, this is a heavily redacted configuration of what we're doing here. You can see here's my 2 cores. I got a, what do I got here? They kind of handle duties for this remote VLAN that connects out to all my remote sites. I treat him just like one of my remote sites. So he's on that remote WAN VLAN that I have. So here's the VLAN. What did I call it? On here, VLAN 201. There's a VRR IP. It's balanced across these two. VLAN 201 is extended down here to my WAN switch. So that's my edge switch on the WAN. And normally that goes out a routed connection onto the county WAN. Goes out to his switches out there in his headquarters. And then back across his network to his switches located here on my campus. So all these switches here are local to me. That one's remote, out on the WAN. So if I want to ping, let me make sure I got these IP addresses right. I'm looking at the right ones. Okay. So if this is his IP address for his switch, I can ping that. This is his IP address for his switch over here on my campus. I can ping that. What I can't ping is this IP address, which is on the same VLAN as my remote. Sorry, the fan's blowing on me. As my remote site VLAN. So what I did to set this up is I grabbed a port off this WAN switch and I untagged it in that remote VLAN, VLAN 201. He took his port over here and untagged it in that VLAN. Actually, it doesn't even really matter what VLAN he untags it in. If they're untagged, it can be 2 different VLAN numbers. Traffic should still flow, but it's not. So I said, hey, can you enable LLDP on this interface? So he did. He said he just enabled it globally. If I look at my LLDP neighbors on this switch, on this port, I can see this IP address. I can see this switch. So it's there, but I cannot ping it from anywhere within my network. Inside my core switches, I have a couple of routes set up. So the first route says, to get to his network, go to this address, which would be my WAN IP address for his switch out at his headquarters. And through here, I can ping that. So this routing statement is working. There we go. This routing statement seems to be working. This routing statement, I hope this isn't backwards to you guys, because it looks backwards to me. We'll find out. So I added this statement, which points to the IP address he set up on this port, which my switch can't see. But what's happening is I am not able to ping that. I cannot ping it from here. I cannot ping it from here. So that's my quandary. We're trying to figure out why this works. What we basically want to have happen is if for some reason this switch is unreachable, boom, we want him to be able to, we want these users to be able to connect through our network to the resources they need to get to. So yeah, that's what I got going on this week. That's what we're trying to figure out. I've reached out to a friend of mine who's an engineer for Extreme Networks. Sent him the config, sent him the diagram. He said, yeah, I'll take a look, see what I can figure out. So you guys take a look, pause the video if you want. Take a look at it and, give me some suggestions, because I'm not as smart as you think I am. I'm a great Googler. You got to remember, I'm self-taught. I didn't go to network university, college, whatever. Everything's been on-the-job training. Taught myself how to do everything by just looking up problems and seeing what the solutions were and trying them until I found something that worked. And so now I'm using one of the many resources at my disposal, you guys. So anyway, that's what I got for this week. Leave me a comment below if you've got any ideas. And we'll compare that to what the extreme engineer has to say. So it's good practice for you guys. Help me figure this out. That's all I have for this week. So another short video. If you like what you saw, click the subscribe button. Click the notification bell. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Either way, don't matter. I'm easy. I take constructive criticism well. I take personal attacks less so. But, you know, really, personal attack says more about you than it does about me. I come out here and say flat out, I'm not the smartest guy in the world. And then somebody will come out and say, you're not very smart. Well, duh, I told you that. So, anyway, yeah, I may not be very smart, but I got the job. Must be my good looks. Anyway, we'll see you guys all next week. And got any prayer requests, keep them coming. God bless everybody. We'll catch you next time.